What's up, everybody? Today, I want to talk about buying a used car. And I just want to give you some tips on things to look for, things you want to look out for, and here we go. So, in my life, I own a business where I'm required to drive around quite a bit. So, I've had this business for 10 years, and I've owned two trucks in that timeline. So, I bought them both used. Both had over 100,000 miles at them at the time. The first one I got 275,000 out of. And now I'm working on my second one here, which has 370,000 miles. Yes, that is correct. And I bought both vehicles used, and I got a good deal on both of them. And drove them for at least 5 years. I mean, most people buy a brand new car. Okay, spend how much? 40,000. What do cars cost now? Around that. Spend around $40,000 on the car. They have payments with interest tacked on top of that, and so they're making these payments every month for the $40,000 plus the interest. So by the time they get done, they've just probably paid $50,000 or $45,000. I mean, somewhere in there. I mean, you get what I'm trying to say here. And they drive it for 5 years, put a bunch of miles on it or whatever, and then trade it in and get another one, and probably don't even get half of what they've just paid for this car. Then they might get, okay, say the $40,000 car. What is it going to bring in 5 years? Probably half, I would imagine. So 20, maybe 19, 17, depends on the miles that they put on it. When you could go out and buy a good used vehicle, spend a fraction of that, I mean, literally a fraction, and beat the heck out of it, and not worry about it so much. I mean, you got a brand new car, a brand new truck. I mean, you're going to want to really take care of it. So, not to mention the fact that we don't want payments. We don't want car payments. We don't want that. So, tips to buying a used car and what you want to kind of look for when you're going out there. So, typically, I'll check on Craigslist. This is typically where I find what I'm looking for. And I mean, this can take some time. I'm not going to lie. You're not just going to pop on there one day and hallelujah, you find your car and let's go buy it and we're done and we're on our way. It just unfortunately does not work that way. So over time, you're going to find what you're looking for. Okay. Do you know what you want? Number one, what do you want? Yeah. Are you looking for a car? You're looking for a truck? You're looking for an SUV? What you're looking for. Okay. What I always try to do as I put it in here and send it out here so that the universe knows what it is that I'm looking for and what to send me. Now, stay with me here. It always seems when I get a vision into my head of what it is that I'm looking for, what I want, that I begin to see these things everywhere I go. And eventually you will find what you're looking for on Craigslist. Have you ever noticed that whenever you start thinking about something, you start seeing it everywhere? Well, the same can be true when you're looking to buy something. You just put it out, send it out there, and eventually what you're looking for will come to you, and you have that choice, and you can do that. So when you find what you're looking for, what do we want to look for at that point? Now, we want to look for cars that are preferably original owner, a second owner. I mean, this is what you want to look for, things like that in the title, or if it's, the price is a little cheaper, you notice that you go on KBB and you look at the price of the car and it's like, I mean, not significantly. I mean, if it's like $5,000, you don't want to buy a salvage title because you don't know what that salvage is from. I mean, it could have been a damn flood. We do not want to buy a flood vehicle. So you want to look for the original owner, second owner, something like that. And you're going to have to go out, meet the person, drive the car, and just feel it out. Is this what I'm looking for? Does it feel like this guy's telling me the truth? I mean, you're going to have to use your insides and use discernment when you're talking to the person and you're looking at the car. You want to be sure that it's what you're looking for. You want to check little things, rust. We don't want to buy cars with rust. If they got rust, that rust is just going to continue to get worse, and then you're going to be driving around a rust bucket in 5 years. If you want this car to last you 5 years, which is, what we want. We want to get some time out of it. I mean, most people, like I said, they buy new cars, they get rid of them in 3 years, or they finally pay them off in 5 years and they get rid of them and lose a bunch of money, and that's not what we want. We want to take advantage of those people that go out and buy the brand new cars and take the big hit to the wallet. We're going to take it the other way. We're going to buy it used, still get a good deal, and that's what we want. So you want to look for things like on the pedals. Do they look really worn? Is the interior really worn? Is there cigarette burns all on the carpet and on the seats? Are there rips on the seats? We want to try to find something that looks as new as possible. And when you get in a car, you're going to be able to tell if it was taken care of, So, like I said, you want to feel the guy out, the person, he or she, feel them out and make sure that they're telling you the truth, that they are the original owners, and possibly maybe, you want to look for some verification of that within the title, make sure the title matches their name. A lot of these people will buy these cars and get a title and not switch the title over and then say that they're the original, but not really be the original owner. And you want to be aware that people are doing that, number one. And number two, just, see how you feel inside when you see this person. I know people are like, oh, you want to use feelings when buying a car, but you kind of do. Just because a car looks great doesn't mean that it really is. Just because this guy is great and doesn't mean that they always are. Unfortunately, in this world, people lie. And if we want to get ahead, we're going to have to be aware of that, and be ahead of that. We don't want, we don't want people taking advantage of us. So you want to look for original owner. You want to look for a great deal. You want to feel them out. Make sure they're telling you the truth. Okay? And you get a good deal. Don't rust. No, you want doors shutting properly. And you definitely, if you go look at a car and the check engine light's on, just don't. You know what I mean? If they're saying, oh, well, just this needs to be done. Okay, well, then you should have done that. You know what I mean? Don't buy a car and then somebody else wants you to do the work and then you just paid them for the car. That's one of those things like, get out of here. We don't want that. We don't want the hassle. We want to be able to sleep at night. We don't want to be worrying that we just made a bad purchase. And like I said, I've got a little experience on this stuff. Not a lot. I haven't bought a lot of cars because I try to implement the things that I'm telling you right now when I buy a car and what I'm looking for and what feels right and what the universe is giving me or sending me and how it feels. So like I said, I've had two, and my second one here has 370,000 miles. I got a great deal on this Trailblazer that I bought from my grandparents. You can also look for deals like that if your grandparents are getting a new vehicle and they're moving up in something and they've had a car that they haven't had a lot of problems with. Or, like my grandparents, I know that, they've only, it's all pretty much highway miles on this car that I bought from them, which I bought with 160,000 miles on it. Or it was, 159 or something like that. But this car drove like a brand new car, and it still drives like a brand new car with 180,000 miles. I've taken my family on 2 vacations with this thing, and I paid $2,000 for it. And this is a great car. It's a great car. So, yeah, you want to look for it. I mean, you can drive a car and you can kind of get a good idea to, how it's feeling, So you want to look for those things. We don't want salvage titles, and can't really think if I've covered everything. I think I have. And I just want to save you money. I just want to. I want to help you out. If there's anybody out there that I can help, I'd appreciate that. So if you've gotten some out of this video, please like it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, as I'm going to be adding more videos as time goes on here. And this is my first attempt, so please go easy on me. And hope you're saving money today with something, cutting back. We're going to talk about all these kinds of things and hopefully help some people save some money. So, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'll see you next time. Peace.